A therapy course designed to help individuals conquer their fear of flying has seen a significant surge in demand following the recent Air India Flight 171 crash in Ahmedabad. The disaster, which occurred moments after takeoff 2 weeks ago, has prompted a dramatic increase in inquiries for the program. Retired Air Force officer Dinesh K., 55, runs Cockpit Vista, India's sole Fear of Flying Solutions Center, located in Bengaluru. His $500 course, which combines flight simulation with counseling, has received more than 100 inquiries since the crash, a stark contrast to its previous average of about 10 a month. Dinesh explains his approach to overcoming aerophobia. Fear of flying is typically to do with things happening on an aeroplane: the sounds, motion, vibrations. Exposure therapy is the only solution. During a tour of his facility, he demonstrated how cockpit controls relate to movements that often unnerve passengers. The center is equipped with simulators for both Boeing and Cessna planes, allowing participants to experience landings and takeoffs from a pilot's perspective. This immersive experience aims to help individuals understand that not every vibration or sound during a flight signals danger, thereby alleviating their anxieties. WhatsApp messages Dinesh received and shared with Reuters showed individuals complaining about losing confidence after the crash, while others said it was too hard on the brain. A chilling 59-second CCTV clip showing the crash of the Boeing 7878 Dreamliner, which killed more than 260 people, has been widely shared on social media and TV channels since the June 12th accident, which aviation and mental health experts said had led to an unusually high number of counseling requests. Some travelers are becoming more choosy in selecting their airline and aircraft, Boeing or Airbus, while others are so anxious they are taking more drastic steps by rescheduling or canceling their air travel plans altogether. I am filtering on the basis of not having to fly a Boeing. I'm bloody terrified currently, and I don't want to get back on a flight, said London-based Indian marketing consultant Nidhi Bhatia, 25, who flew to Mumbai in an Air India Boeing 777 plane a day before the Ahmedabad crash. Unlike India, Western countries have many more formal setups to help people tackle their fear of flying, in its most intense form known as aerophobia, as fatal crashes often spike worries among travelers across the world. Days after an American Airlines plane collided with a helicopter in Washington, killing more than 60 people, a survey of 1,000 U.S. consumers by research firm Prodege found 55% of travelers had higher anxiety, while 38% had reconsidered or canceled travel plans. Google Trends data shows searches for the term flying fear in India hit peak popularity a day after the Air India crash, and the phrase was still being widely searched. Flying is typically seen as a safe mode of transport, and crashes during takeoff are especially rare. The International Civil Aviation Organization said there were 1.87 accidents per million departures in 2023, its most recent annual air safety report. Of the 9 hull loss accidents without fatalities recorded in 2024, only 2 occurred on takeoff, according to Airbus's website. The airport CCTV recording from Ahmedabad shows the Air India plane rose to a height of 650 feet after it took off, but suddenly lost altitude, crashing in a fireball into a nearby building, all within 60 seconds. The disturbing footage was a key cause of the panic among Indian travelers, 5 mental health experts said. People were seeking help because they had developed insomnia or become obsessed with flight updates, they said. Others were scared of letting their loved ones travel on planes, complaining of debilitating anxiety for their relatives in transit, to an extent where they have been unable to focus on their daily chores because they are constantly checking messages to see if they have landed, said psychologist Pankti Gohel. In Bengaluru, the $500 Cockpit Vista course is spread over 14 hours and led by Dinesh, who oversaw ground operations during the undeclared 1999 Kargil War between India and Pakistan and retired as an Air Force wing commander in 2014. He also offers to accompany worried clients on the first flights they take after completing the course. Since the crash, many travelers fear traveling with Air India and are seeking alternative airlines, according to Jaya Tours, a mid-sized booking agency in Mumbai. Taken over by the Tata Group from the Indian government in 2022, Air India continues to face criticism for poor service and an outdated fleet. This year, the airline was also warned about flying 3 Airbus planes which lacked mandatory inspection checks on escape slides. The Indian Association of Tour Operators, which represents more than 1,600 agents, said overall flight bookings dropped by 15 to 20% soon after the Air India crash, while 30 to 40% of booked tickets were also canceled. We are getting very unusual questions about aircraft type. Earlier, passengers didn't really care about what kind of aircraft it is, said the group's president, Ravi Gosain. People don't want to hear about Dreamliners. Meanwhile, the black box data extracted from the crashed Air India flight AI-171 is being decoded at a Delhi laboratory. The analysis of data from cockpit voice recorder and flight data recorder recovered from the crashed Air India aircraft is currently underway, the Ministry of Civil Aviation said on Thursday. Following the unfortunate accident involving Air India flight AI-171, the AAIB promptly initiated an investigation and constituted a multidisciplinary team on 13 June 2025, in line with prescribed norms, the ministry said in a statement. The team, constituted as per international protocol, is led by DGAAIB and includes an aviation medicine specialist, an ATC officer, and representatives from National Transportation Safety Board, which is government investigative agency from the state of manufacture and design, as required for such investigations, it added. The CVR was located on a building rooftop on June 13th, and the flight data recorder FDR was found in the debris 3 days later. The front black box arrived at 2 p.m. on Tuesday, while the rear box reached the lab same day at 5:15 p.m. The data extraction began on the evening of June 24th at the AAIB laboratory in New Delhi, following the secure transfer of the black boxes from Ahmedabad. The ministry said that the memory module from the front recorder was successfully accessed and downloaded on June 25th. The analysis of CVR and FDR data is underway. These efforts aim to reconstruct the sequence of events leading to the accident and identify contributing factors to enhance aviation safety and prevent future occurrences, the statement read. On Tuesday, Civil Aviation Minister K. Ramahan Naidu dismissed reports that the black boxes would be sent abroad for examination, asserting that the investigation is being conducted entirely in India. Asked about some media reports suggesting the black box would be sent abroad for a probe into the incident, Naidu said, "It is all speculation. The black box is very much in India, and it currently being investigated by the Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau."